I huzzah, and I forgot to open my what's it called? To open my mic. LP, hi Ren, it's been a while. How you doing? Also, if you notice, I'm moving a little more freely because I messed a little bit with my physics. So you can see me moving. I am now a moving person. Whee! So you can go left, you can see me go right. Ain't that a cutie? I might adjust it a bit. It's a little too bouncy, but it's fine. It's very, very nice. Thank you. I think like I assume a lot of my viewers need a little bounciness so they can be, you know, they can concentrate on my stream. But anyway, how y'all doing tonight? It's been a while. Actually, I need to pee. Give me like 5 seconds. I pee very fast, don't worry. I'm done. Is that fast or was that fast? Anyway, oh my god. I'm looking at myself swishing side to side everywhere. I'm kind of adjusting to the bounciness of it, but it's like, it's all good, I think, right? Anyways, like I said, we are playing the final, the most iconic trial of all trials in Ace Attorney, which is the Christmas trial, which is also very fast B. What a W. Yes, indeed. I pee fast and I fast pee. Anyways, like I said, I guess this bounciness, I think it matches me more because I'm a very energetic person. I hope it doesn't make you guys dizzy. But anyways, like I said, today we're gonna play Ace Attorney, one of the most iconic cases ever in the Ace Attorney history. It's become a meme. It's become like every year, almost like every year, almost Christmas is always a meme. So yeah, we're playing that trial and we're going to wait and see. If it's too fast, like we finish it like 1 hour or something, or 2 hours, I'll go to the next trial because I believe there's a 4th trial. Which is the DLC trial, but I don't know if they included it in the Steam version, which has one of the most insufferable villains ever, but I like it because it has cowboys. But anyway, if you didn't like continue before, hi Bae, hi Mika, welcome to the stream. Look at me, I've bounced in. What game are you on again? I'm still in the first one, so still like Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. The first one, and then we can like, I don't know if they gave us the DLC version because I believe there's a 4th case in the DLC version. Once you mentioned cowboys, yes, and then insufferable villain. Yes, indeed. Oh my god. Anyways, as I was saying, oh my god, I need to move my chair. Okay. My chair's more comfortable. I like his theme though. I'm gonna say all the villain themes, all the baddie themes in like Ace Attorney, like they're so good. All the character themes are so good. I love the character themes actually. Anyways, we are going to start. This is the Christmas trial. So again, we're just gonna be vibing as per usual. What are your favorite themes? If you play Ace Attorney, what are your favorite themes? Mine is personally I don't know how to pronounce his name. It's not Godot. I know it's pronounced differently, but I forgot his theme. But the jazz version from the Jazz Ace Attorney album, the ones and the 2 other ones are from Ace Attorney Investigations. But I'm gonna count them in because they're really, really good. It is the Detective Bad and the Shilong Lang's theme. They're both really good. They're both my favorite personally. I don't care. They have very baddie themes. Wait, I love the Shilong Lang theme too because it's so good. Like, you can kind of feel the aggressiveness, you know? Like, oh yeah, this guy's definitely like super, you know, dominant in the field. If you know, you know. But he's really cool. I don't know if I'm able to play Investigations. I don't know if they have a port on Steam yet. But we still have the trilogy, and there's still a long way to go for me to finish the trilogy. So let's just have fun, okay? Alright, aye, let's start. We're jumping straight into the trial, by the way. So the fragrance of dark coffee is one of my alarms. That one was my like song I listened to when I was sleeping. Oh god. Oh no, I forgot to prepare a drink later. Usually I remember, but for some reason I forgot today. I think it's because I cleaned my cup. December 27th. Oh god, I forgot I'm gonna do voice acting here. 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. So this is after Christmas. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who is the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement? Very well. No opening statement, so... Oh god, I cannot do that voice. Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A production. Today's trial will end at 3 minutes from now. Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Bah! Must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. I call my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. Oh god. I remember this part because I watched the movie over and over and it made me so sad whenever I saw this part. Witness, state your profession. I'm the proprietor of the restaurant The White Noodle on Gourd Lake. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep. Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. You still haven't heard who this old guy is. Raise an objection. I'm gonna get heated, but whatever. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Oh my god, Edgeworth and him have the same sprite. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy from this. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. The witness will state his name. Damn, the finger wiggle. Oh man, that drove me crazy. Not really sure. What do you mean? My, memory. Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Witness? The night of the murder. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight, yep. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats, as usual. Then I heard a bang. Yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. What? There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict, now. Yes. Mr. Wright? We're gonna have to cross-examine. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Silly. Very well. You may begin. Why is he mad? Why is he gone crazy? Sir, we just began the trial. Why are you mad? Excuse me? Mr. Von Karma? 3 minutes just passed. I see. What? I don't know! I don't know! I see. Well then, let's just take our time. We may cross-examine the witness. The night of the murder. Oh lord. I want to see what kind of man he saw exactly. Because it could be like anybody, right? We gotta save though. Because knowing Von Karma, he's a little cray-cray. Confusion 100. Me too. Me too. Don't worry. You're not the only one. I want to see what guy he saw. A man walks by my by your window. Yep, by my window. Right outside this window, my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty dark thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. I have a bad feeling about this. That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. What? Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad! I forgot. In the last if you didn't know, in the last like playthrough, he confuses Phoenix as for his son. So that's why I call him Dad. Dead certain, Keith. He said I can't believe he's dead as he was walking by too. The music. Oh god, the music slaps. I'm not gonna lie. Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? Was him that Edgeworth boy? Oh, he fell over. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. On Karma, he lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. This little son of a... I can't swear. I can't swear. I just got my bounciness. I can't swear. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I better act quick or this trial is going to be over. I mean, it's not decisive evidence. I just saw a man by a window. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprint from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun, and the photograph showing a man firing in his left hand? Exactly. Oh, I'm gonna kill this guy. I'm gonna kill this guy. You guys watch me right now. I'm gonna murder this guy. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Oh my god. I better save. I better save. I'm not gonna lie. I better save. The Ace Attorney experience, me constantly saving. Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead. But his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie... Mr. Wright? In a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have any evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please, can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. I'm gonna kill this guy. I do not care. Enough! The witness may leave the stand. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any reason for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. Well, what? No! This court finds the defendant Miles Edgeworth... No! Objection! Objection while we're like stressed. Oh, what in God's name? Well, wait! Oh, okay. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. I got so stressed again. It's Maya again, isn't it? Hi, Royalty. Huh? What? Larry. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna appreciate Larry for coming to the stand. I do not care. I love him. I love him. Thank you, Larry. You know what? If something smells, it's usually the butts. Well, what are you doing here? Listen. You gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot. My guy, Larry. And we are going good to go, my brothers. Let's go. I heard it too. I forgot what voice I gave him. I think it was like a little nasally. Order. What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for German. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot? He came in clutch. My man, Larry. Hey, he may have a horrible love life full of bad luck, but he always comes in clutch. Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. My dog is even like barking in retaliation. I'll testify. Let me testify. I don't know why my dog is barking actually. If you hear her bark really loudly, I don't know if I can because I'm using a filter. It's because she's stressed because of Von Karma. Order! Order! Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's giving us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there's another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. You know what? I bet like the court record typist person is having a great time with this. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. What? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will... Look at his face. You know what? Thank you so much, Larry. After this, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. You know what? He's coming in clutch. I know that he has the bad luck, but in every single case he's involved in, he always comes in clutch for some reason. I don't know why. Phew, that was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. I don't know how to begin that. Yeah, right, Edgeworth, you were sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night? Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon in the air tank on that night. He looks like he has daddy issues. Which one? Edgeworth, Phoenix, Maya, or Larry? Because I feel like that applies to every single character on screen right now. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth? Huh? You say something, right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? Edgeworth. Well, he got double the daddy issues, so... But we have to rescue our baby girl, so... Look at him, so grumpy looking. He reminds me of a cat. You seem out of it, which is funny because actually I think he has like a dog. You seem out of it. What's wrong? I think he adopted Missile. I could be wrong. It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. Oh my god. I see. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll make this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. Oh boy. Oh boy. December 27th, 10:35 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Oh boy. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. The night of the murder. Oh my god. I think he's more peppy the way I made his voice. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over to the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Single gunshot? The other dude heard too. That's a contradiction. I don't know how to prove it though. That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go it forward, Nick. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm sweating like a sinner in church. Oh boy. I need to press that one part where he says like it's one shot. I heard one bang because the other dude, the old man, our dad said like it was 2. So okay. So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh. Well, Nick. It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? Guess I should start working on the contradictions. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. Don't worry, we already found the contradiction. I just like thought we could... Okay. Let's see what we have, because I forgot our evidence. DL6. Ah, here we go.
Objection!
Wait a sec, Larry. What? You only heard one bang? You sure? That's what I said. But Miss Laura Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please! Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Oh, Larry, never change. Mr. Butts. What? You only heard 1 gunshot? Are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. The heck? Huh? Not sure? How could you be not sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. something else? My radio, dude! With my headphones. What? I love him. Order! Order! And stop that booing! Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everyone listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? Continue! Your Honor, please. Please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. I do not care, because I'm gonna win, Von Karma, and you're gonna be Oshi. So, very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony, and be sure to include details like your radio. Right! Leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. Okay, what Larry heard. And here comes the iconic moment. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening it real booming loud, like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I even remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. Oh my god. Here comes the moment. Here comes the moment. You were listening to your radio at a high volume? Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drumbeat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Objection! Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. Here comes the moment, gang! The one that everyone's been waiting for. What did he listen to? What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do to us? Indeed, Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if you don't ask, huh? Fine. Very well. Mr. Butts, please testify before. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," I heard the gunshot. Bam! Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam, bam. Bam! Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's that with that face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know that I don't scare easy. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor! Did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas! The icon of the century. This became the epitome of the meme, of the Ace Attorney meme community, almost every single nearest Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But that contradicts the two testimonies we have heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the gunshots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. You can see me bouncing along, maybe. Order! Order! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. Wait, what meme? That meme, just like the meme specifically is the one that's like, before Christmas doesn't mean it's Christmas. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. Why you gotta do him like that, Von Karma? What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butts claim he heard the gunshot before midnight? Larry is right. Hello! Hi, welcome to stream. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim? Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. Oh shit. Oh, this one! Take that! Look at this photograph. This was taken by a witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. How you doing, Kai? The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct! There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then, where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots, with a 25-minute pause between them. The music, dun dun. Why would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noises. Yes? Oh, I'm gonna kill this guy. There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why? The witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. Hey, my nose was clearer that day, man. Clear. Your Honor, my client is a material girl. Okay, we gotta save. I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little scared. There's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11 p.m. was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any. Let's see. I don't know. One. No, this is 12. How do I prove that it's a gunshot? Hold on. I'm talking. Is that your puppy? Yeah, that's my dog. She's no longer a puppy. She a chunky dog now. Miro! Stop being so noisy. Come here. Sit with me. Oh, she's sitting next to me. Okay. Every dog is puppy. She's chunky. She's a chunky puppy. I just gave her a shower today. Same as every cat is kitty. I'm sorry, cat. Solve this mystery case with me. Okay. 2 gunshots just after midnight. Probably a 6 murder. No, this is not relevant now. No. Fired 3 times. This could be it. I don't know. This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order! That won't make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly! If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots, separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, Another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why? I ask you. Why? Uh-oh, I better think of something quick. Okay, let's save. Let's nervous. Nervous. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes? Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it! I have it! Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. Save-a-lot law. That is truly the Ace Attorney experience. What do you mean? Maya? Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it. Right. I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? I actually haven't connected the dots yet. The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. Just what do you mean, Mr. Wright? So, you finally realize the truth? There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, but karma? A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. I'm gonna kill this guy. I swear. Listen, rookie. Okay, I'm gonna permanently damage his career. I hope he goes into pension after I'm through with him. He will go into pension after I'm through with this guy. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. Kill him just for the finger wiggle. Exactly, just for the finger wiggle. And then he called me rookie. I mean, it's technically true, but still. At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant Edgeworth and the victim Robert Hammond were on that boat. Whoa! There was a gunshot fired from that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on that photo says 12:15. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are. The murderer and Hammond, Edgeworth and the murderer, Edgeworth and Hammond. Oh my god. We're gonna save again. Well, logically, if Hammond's already dead, I'm gonna assume it's going to be the murderer and Edgeworth, I think. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. Oh shoot. After murder, oh, I love this song. Wait. We're gonna end your career. Okay. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to that lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous! Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. Oh my god. We don't know his name. Because he never told us, if you know what I mean. He can't remember his name. The murderer's name? Right, it's... I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah! Again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. Yeah, boy, let's go! Okay. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop. That old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of the crime was not on a boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? Show the judge where the murder really took place. Take that! Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way, he can meet the victim without anyone seeing.
Objection!
Oh shit. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. Oh, it's moving around. That night, he was out on the lake in the boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he's wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned the boat? Let's go! The boat shop! Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. I don't know why the face looks so funny. Oh shit. This was around 11:15. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then, he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out in the middle of the lake. Then, who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. It looks like the screaming painting. It kinda does. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hurt anyone? Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fight twice. To create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. To create witness, exactly. That ensures anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men of the shot had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The OST's lit. It is. I think this one is called Turnabout. I know. I forgot. It's one of my favorites. Something Conviction or something? I don't remember. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then, he put on Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the evidence that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Oh shoot. Okay, let's save. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker. Holy guacamole, my dude. We are killing it. I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. The courtroom noises remind me of Dinner Dash lol. It kind of does. It has the same like rumbling voice. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said. Yes. Well, why didn't you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir! Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask you that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. Oh, shit. Oh, no. What? What should I do? Find him, quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. Oh, shoot. He's on the run. He's on the run, like gangs. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. Thank you so much, Larry. Mwah! 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 If it weren't for you, we would never have come to this point. December 27th, 1:22 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Yay, Nick! You did it! Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he didn't save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now, and I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you, to get it off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind. Oh my god, he looks so baby girl in this. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. Edgeworth? To be continued. Alright. Let me take my drink because I forgot to take a drink earlier. Save your progress up to this point. Bruh. It's so hard to have a dramatical bestie. Okay, give me like 5 minutes. No, 1 minute actually. Give me una moment. Bruh. Bruh. We're all stressed in this household. Not a single one of us is going to be peace. Alright, did I already save? I'm gonna save again just in case. I never know with this. Alright, back. December 27th, 2:11 p.m. Ryan Co. Law Offices. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he'd never take someone's life. Never! Nick? Oh. Yo! How's everyone doing? Oh, we gotta... Thank you for the rescue, Larry. What do you think of my performance today? I am swooning in the aisle, huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh, yes, I do remember feeling faint. Right on! Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy! You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. Bruh. Larry, you really helped out in this trial today. You did! If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. But seriously, Nick, that bootshop caretaker is pretty suspicious. Don't tell me the murder Edgeworth committed is somehow connected to this murder. Well, I'm gonna assume so, because it's mentioned, so... But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Also, there's DL6. Like, we have DL6 evidence, so I think it's going to be, like, connected to that as well. Need to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty... edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know, but what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. Edgeworth. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? I didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me. Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. Lord drop. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial. Class trial? The class trial. You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade. A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Oh, I remember what happened. Okay. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, but $38 is still inside. Yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skip PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it? Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held the classroom trial with me as a defendant. Oh man. I didn't do it. Guilty. He did it. Guilty. It was you, thief. Thief. Give the money back. You're just admit he didn't. You can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth. We're not gonna play with you anymore. Yeah, no more borrowing my eraser. You shouldn't be allowed to really erase. Or the library committee. Give me my 50 cents. I allow you. Blah, 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 blah. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal up people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. Oh my god, he's got a silly shirt on. I love him. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I had done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. Objection! He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs. Miles? His little bow tie. He got a little bow tie on. Oh, he's so precious. Mini Miles is so precious. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No? Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's here been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. Yeah, go Miles. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? This is always how it is. Everyone ganging up and picking on one person. Why does that feel a little too really like that? That feels like that's too familiar, if I do say so myself. Just think about how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will place the money myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the bus. After the trial. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine whenever he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Aww. Oh, why am I sad whenever I listen to this OST? It's like, it's not, I don't feel like it's supposed to make me sad, but I'm sad. I'm always sad whenever I hear this one. Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? Well, I'm not saying that it's a little fruity to follow someone's footsteps in order to meet them. But, you know. If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So, is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Oh, Nick! 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 You have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. It very well may be. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I tell her for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Alright. What's what evidence do we have left? The picture. Misty Faye. Oh, so these are all like the DL6 files now. Alright. Let's go, let's go, let's move. Ghostberries again, because that one's the most peculiar. I don't know why we're meeting Ghostberry. The romance is real. Yes, truly, romance. He's out. Again. When does he work anyway? Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. Detention center. Edgeworth! Baby girl. December 27th. Detention center. Visitor's room. You look grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Which sounds like when you put it like that, it kind of sounds like, oh, he's like a big fan. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Dad? So simple. It's a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edward. Perhaps. Oh, whenever I hear this OST, it makes me sad. Hey, Edgeworth? Why didn't you become a... Oh my god. Oh my god, if you play this and then you play, like, Ace Attorney Investigations after, or AI, it becomes sadder. Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. He said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me. You want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, right? But I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not so mine due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of the courtroom techniques from him. So, he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent. Ever. possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All von Parmenez's job to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right! Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. How would we present... Can we present DL6 to him? I don't know if that'll do something, but... Oh. It was that case that changed my life. And tomorrow, on December 28th, its statute of limitation runs out. Tomorrow. Could that be a coincidence? But even if the case is finally closed on paper, it will never be erased from my memory. Never. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. Am I mean enough to show him? I don't want to show him the photo of his father being dead. That feels like... That's so mean of me. Let's go to the Criminal Affairs office. Oh, it's the boss again. December 27th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet. Gumshoe? He won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. The boat shop caretaker. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. Okay, let's go to the park then. Woof. December 27th, Cord Lake Park, entrance. Hey, pal. Long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Oh, close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now, I'm off to catch me a criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Be right back. Alright. Oh, one other thing. Eee! No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Carlotta was camping? The woods are off limits to camping. Apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you two tomorrow. Okay, let's move. Samurai dogs. I guess Larry would be there now. No, he's in the office. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Edgeworth to show up for work. We need to go to the boat rental shop. December 27th, boat rental shop. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. I'd know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Oh god, it's... What's his name? The other... Goldberg? Goodberg? Grossberg. Aha! Hello, what might you be doing here? Out for a walk, Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon. You see? Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not sure about that. Oh, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? Move. Caretaker shack. There's Polly! Hello, Polly. December 27th, caretaker shack. Oh, we can open the little case now. Nobody's home. Hello. Hello. Oh, hello. Let me drink. Yeah. it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello, hello, squawk. I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello, hello, squawk. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Squawk! Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Aww. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Aw, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth! Nick! Why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice? This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here, in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written the letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for sure, this letter is an amazing clue. Letter from the safe added to the court. Let's ask Polly. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. Police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Almond, I gotta go. Okay, Mika, have a nice rest. Great, now the bird's going to eat me. Ah! What's wrong? Huh? Oh, never mind. What? Tell me. Just when I saw the TV, I remembered. They're showing a Pink Princess special this week. See you later. Have a good stream. Okay, Mika. Thank you. Oh. See? That's why I didn't want to tell you. Lamau. That fishing pole looks expensive. Maybe we should bring it to Detective Gumshoe. Don't you think the caretaker would mind? Well, we can just leave him the metal detector in exchange. Well, maybe we better not. Everything's cold. Looks like he didn't turn his heater on. I guess he hasn't been back here since the trial. Say, Nick, don't people usually put pictures of fish up on the wall to boast about them? Yeah, I guess so. You mean pictures of the fish they caught, right? Right, but don't all the fish here look really puny to you? Well, you know what they say. You should have seen the one that got away. Except the one that got away from us was the caretaker, and we did see him. Why do I feel like we're having two different conversations here? Okay. Where to go? Oh, wait. Trash can with no trash. Okay. This lake sure likes to cause problems, doesn't it? Huh? I mean, everything that happened here turned out to be a lie. Courtney was a lie, and the charges against Mr. Edgeworth were all lies. I guess you're right. I mean, I'm glad the charges were all lies, but still. I guess Larry has today off. He was pretty happy about saving Mr. Edgeworth. True. We owe him big. Okay. Oh, we should show the evidence to Edgeworth. Give me a moment. I hope they're not questioning him. Okay. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge. On me? Who is that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant who got declared guilty or something? Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So, he was following this letter then. Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond? It also says, this is your last chance. Last chance? Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Oh, shoot. Oh, Lord. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. Earthquake. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Help! Get us out! Don't shout! You'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court, and Yogi was found innocent. Huh. But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right? Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing. In the dark. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! I want to get out! Don't shout! I can't breathe! You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! Ah! What? What are you? Stop breathing my air! No! Father! He's attacking father! Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. Get away! And get away from my father. Oh. Bang! Wah! And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? Right? Wait, I need to save. This is like quite long into the game, and I'm worried if it shut down, we're gonna have to like start over. That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean it was me? I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe. There is, Nick! There's someone else who knows about the DL6. Right, now we go to Grossberg. December 27th, Grossberg Law Offices. Mr. Grossberg! Aw, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding! I can't believe you're not! My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened. It's Mr. Edgeworth. He... I fell asleep. Welcome back, Ren. I see. So, Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father? One of those cartoon naps like... And now you're awake. It's only a dream. Only a dream. I wonder... What? If that's the case, then why do you look so troubled? Well... Oh, so consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep, he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real. As he imagined. Mr. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. No! I don't believe it! Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Plus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, but the statute of limitations so close. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds right, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister? Gregory Edgeworth is very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forced testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result? He has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And? He lost. And died in despair, as it were. I see. When Gregory Edgeworth is killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Faye. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yani Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, but a possibility nonetheless. Oh lord. Did he show him the letter? Let's show him the letter. Oh, so this is the letter? It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. Huh? His own sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially, he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait, what is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? Manfred von Karma. Could it be Baron von Karma? Von Karma? Why would I have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma. Von Karma? Wait, you're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting. I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports. What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was... Correct. Manfred von Karma himself. What does this mean then? Why would Von Karma want to be Edgeworth? Oh shit. Oh shit. If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no! But how could Von Karma know about Edgeworth's past like that? Even Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial, but Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow! It must have been quite a shock from Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. He has strange ideas about vacation, Maya. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma is going to bring up DL6, you can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder. I'll go get some food. Lurk. Okay, have a nice time lurking. I need to eat dinner. I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. The police materials. Where do I go? Oh, I can go to the Criminal Affairs Department, yeah. December 27th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy. Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. You're wondering if we could check out the records room again? Well, no, I can't just have anyone wandering around there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. We can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yes, he just arrived actually. Von Karma's in the records room. Nick, let's hurry! Ah yes, the confrontation. We're about to get yeeted, I feel. Oh my god. And file has been opened. December 27th, Police Department, Records Room. Misty as always. You were only here just yesterday. I'm sure you just haven't had the time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Fun karma. Huh? One of the jars here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says unsolved cases. Evidence. Unsolved cases? Nick! The file for DL6. It's completely empty. What? What are you doing in here? Eek! What? I'm not gonna lie, his front face kind of scares me. It's kind of scary. Von Karma! You! How can you know my name? What do you mean? You've been fighting us for the last like 3 days. Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Master Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. Oh, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. They're like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed. I'm gonna kill him after this. I'm gonna pound his ass to retirement. Okay, that's the wrong choice of words, but you get me. You get me. I can see how this guy was Edward's mentor. And I'm Edward. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? Our romanticist who still can't share that veneer of amateurism, just like his father, always second to me. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow? You were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up the L6 in court tomorrow. What am I presenting? Can't I just move? Do I have to present to him? Cool. Why would I show him this? Phoenix, that's so stupid of you. If you know he's gonna be the murderer, then don't show it before the court. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admitted? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter. Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick, what is that thing? Oh my god, a stun gun for self-defense. Usually. Nick, you know what? Out of all the things that Nick has done, this is probably the stupidest. You know he did it. Why would you show him the evidence of the fact he did it? I'm gonna kill him. You know what? It's fine. It's for the plot. It's for the plot. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000. Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it usually. Now, give me the letter. No! No! Whoa, what are you? Nick, run! Ah! Maya! Out of my way. What? It's for the plot. It's fine. It's for the plot. Ah, he got us. The letter is gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence. All of it. Back to having no clues. Wait. Maya jumped first. Maya! Is she okay? Maya! Maya! Open your eyes! Maya! The letter! Did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. Took the goddamn letter. God fucking damn it. We shouldn't have woken up at all. We're gonna get revenge on for you, Maya. Maya! There has to be some way I can help her. I'd better do something about her self-confidence first. Huh? Maya. She's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 incident. Evidence number 7. Taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. When Karma was holding this one, Maya jumped him. Still wears clear ballistic markings. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Oh my god. This is it, fellas. I thought that the previous one was it, but this is it. This is the actual it. We're going into the final round. Because this is the 3rd day, which means it's the final day, I think. We're going in. December 28th. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Yeah! What? What's the big idea? Hi, Simple. Get Edgeworth caught. No, not Edgeworth. Sorry, Nick. I didn't touch your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my running with the stun gun. IDK, is that the goal? No! Our goal is to get what's his name? But Karma, get his ass into retirement and prove Edgeworth innocent. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. I'm back. Welcome back, Royalty. We're going into the trial now. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking rough as always. What did I miss? Well, we got stun gunned by Von Karma, and he took our literal decisive evidence of proof because Phoenix had this dumb idea to show it to him. So I'm a little pissed at my MC for that, but all is good. We can solve it, surely. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought that I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge? Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. What, pal? Girl! Sad Edgeworth looks so sad. He's so baby girl when he's sad. What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth? Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. Oh shoot. Here we go again. Yeah, you. December 28th, 10 a.m. Oh my god, my stomach is rumbling. Oof. But never fear, lads. My ma is out to get food, so. Court is now in session for the trials of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I asked the prosecution to submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be awed into silent by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma. Your opening statement? Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake, from where he witnessed the incident. It's like watching the anime version of Law & Order. Law & Order is far more brutal, but yes. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness. Why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony. Witness testimony, okay. Time to save. Time to rapid save, as per usual. Wow, 21 hours of people. Almost a whole day. I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't really running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, you see. I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. Why I left court? Okay, we gotta save again. The Ace Attorney experience is constantly saving. Alright. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yeah. Seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite literally that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible. I'm glad you come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue. I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. Slap some sense into that old man. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes. Yes, Your Honor? You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have to do anything with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Slap some sense in there, old man. Ah, yeah. Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Oh, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi, from the DL6 incident. I figured the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Yanni Yogi? Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. I'm saving because I am scared. Honestly. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick! How are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see. That makes sense. Oh, this bitch. Okay. Huh? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? What? No fingerprints? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff. And... What? Yogi, you sneak! You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past! Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No! Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no? No! I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't end it like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. This is gonna be hilarious. I'm about— Oh! Thank you so much for following dum-de-dum and dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum-dum. Oh my god. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. No one. Nick! Welcome to the party! What are we gonna do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his... Perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief? 10 disasters, 10 seconds before disasters for Von Karma. Yeah, very funny. You're a star winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot? What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to. Your Honor. Actually, fun fact. There has been real-life cases where parrots or animals have testified in court. I read one in India, I think, where a parrot has testified to the murder of their owner, and they like told the court like who did it. And actually, that's very, very valid evidence. The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Von Karma up? Oh, my proposal. Yes! Phoenix and parrots unite! Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to... Oh my god! I would like to examine the witness's pet parrot. Verb strong together. Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object. Objection. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please, be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy! Well, still want to go through with your little game? I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm crazy like that. Crazy, I was crazy once. They locked me in a room, a rubber room full of rats, and rats make me crazy. Yes, I'm doing it. Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. I can't do this. I can't do this. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Oh god. Bailiff, bring in the parrot. This is too funny. Oh lord, okay. Polly? No, not Polly. Is it Polly? That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name? The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Dang. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please, testify for us. Who is your owner? concise testimony we've had so far. Very well. Begin your cross-examination. Right. What are you going to do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Oh, squawk! I think she has to be called Polly first for her to respond, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, not the title screen, girl.
Objection!
Oh my god. That's so embarrassing. I am not going to... This is my first... Nah. I did not. Oh! Cal, thank you so much for resubscribing. I forgot to stop sub because limited money. wait, stop sub or anything? That's fine. Do you want me to return? I think I have enough of ML. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right, what do I say? Have you forgotten something? As I recall, 2 days ago. Nah. Polly, have you forgotten something? Squawk! Don't forget DL6! Squawk! I wonder if I do a really good parrot impression. If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6. Is this the Christmas case? Yes, it is! It is indeed the Christmas case. Also, if you're just like, if you haven't been here a while, if you see me more bouncy than ever, I kind of mess with my physics. My teammate's name was, interesting. Polly? Have you forgotten something? Hello! Squawk! That's not what you were supposed to say. Forgot! Something we forgot. Hello! Squawk! Uh-oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Wait, don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we've forgotten anything? Well, I guess we should... Oh, wait. What do I say? What's your name? Maybe I should get her to say her name. Polly, what's your name? Polly! Squawk! Mr. Wright? I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with our owner's identity? Oh, wait. I think... profile. I think the wife's name is Polly. Here you go. Yanni Yogi, age 37. Court bailiff. Trapped in elevator with Edgeworth. Memory loss due to oxygen deprivation. After his arrest, fiancée Polly Jenkins committed suicide. Oh, that's so sad. Yeah. Yes, of course. Yes, it does. Ha! Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us this proof. Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is...
Take that!
The DL6 case file? That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on then? Show us, or stop wasting our time. Very well. Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to the pirate's name? I think it was suspect data, right? Case summary, victim data, suspect data, yeah. Suspect data. What's on the suspect data page? This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed, it does say that, yes? What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly? Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible.
Objection.
Bah, a mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old. Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I going to find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If you can just find one more piece of evidence. Right. But what? Very well, witness. You may continue. Oh, wait. I think we have one more that we didn't. Witness. Frankly, I can't even believe we're speaking to a parrot. Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. Okay, we need to ask, what's the safe number? Hi, Urban Superstition. Well, welcome to the stream. We are currently testifying a parrot to a murder case. Maybe I'll get her to say this number of that safe. Huh? The safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay? Wait. What was it? It was 1228, right? 1228 is the date of the case summary of the case. Right. We can do that. Okay. Holly, what was the number to the safe in the shack? 1228. My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker. Actually, it does. Almond, you big brain. We are big braining, fellas. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ha! Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity?
Take that!
The DL6 case file? What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to that safe number? It's on the case summary page. I'm eating the most disappointing mandarin oranges ever. Oh, does it like taste super sour? Cause I've had sour ones. It's so not good. The case summary, specifically the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28th? Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Ah! Here's the date of the DL6 incident as the number for your safe, Your Honor. What kind of fruit has no taste? It doesn't have a taste? Huh? How does that... Huh? That's how that date was important to him. I see. It really is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates.
Objection.
Bah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM's number to 0001 because I'm number 1. This has nothing to do with the date. Nothing. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, 2 coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boot shop. Immediately. Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! The music. Witness? Turnabout Corner, that's the name. No, Turnabout Corner is not this, but that was the one I was thinking. For some reason, I was thinking of like Turnabout Conflict, but that wasn't right. I was thinking of Turnabout Corner. Tell us your name. Wait, this witness, he doesn't even remember. No, it's okay. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. Hi! This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Wow. Let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. I'm not gonna lie, he kinda looks a little fine. Almond, get yourself together, girl. So have you played this game before? I played all the trilogy, both investigations, I finished Dual Destinies. I started on Spirit of Justice, but I never finished it. I also did the Apollo Justice, but the problem is like, not the problem. I haven't played Phoenix Wright since high school, so I mostly forgot a lot of I mostly forgot a lot of details. Yes! Did you marry Idia a while back? I did indeed marry Idia, but he's busy right now, so I'm just here by myself. Order! Order! Yanni Yogi, so was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes. Alright. It was me. I didn't. Oh my god, this song always makes me so sad. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, kept me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent them. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I recently played Spirit of Justice myself. Ooh! I don't really remember a lot of it, so all I remember is like they went back and there's like older Maya and that's it. I haven't played the Great Ace Attorney either. I have no regrets. Wait a moment, revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. On Karma? Where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then, the defendant Miles Edgeworth is innocent. In this case, at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendants Mr. Miles Edgeworth not guilty. Yay! That is all. This court is adjourned.
Objection!
Oh my god. Did someone just say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means no. Oh my god, I completely forgot. Oh, this is Turnabout corner, by the way. Oh my god. Oh, he's... Edgeworth is going to kill... I'm gonna kill Edgeworth after this. But it's fine. 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 Edgeworth? Your Honor. I object to your judgment. What do you mean? Miles, what the fuck? Huh? I'm not innocent at all! I'll be not an idea to threaten with murder in the court group. He makes me stressed. He makes me stressed. Not gonna lie, that spite of him looks really good though. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick! Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. Miles, please, I know you're Sundari for Phoenix, but this ain't the way. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad. Uh-oh, what do I do? Please, please. The judgment has already passed. I object to Edgeworth's output. Didn't something like this happen yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. You have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. He's gonna be the death of me, I swear. For 15 years, I have had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Oh my god! Nani Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean, in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer. The criminal in the DL6 incident? It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me. Someone knock him out. Someone kill him immediately. I can't believe this. Give me a rest. I'm so hungry. Someone knock him out, please, please. My energy can't take this no more. Someone knock him out. Order. This is certainly unexpected. The defendant, declared innocent, is confessing to a different crime. This man is giving Phoenix a high blood pressure. He's also giving me high blood pressure. He's giving everyone watching this high blood pressure. A crime for which the statute of limitation runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Bah! It's obvious. We hold a trial. Right here, right now. We tried this man for his crime of 15 years ago. Oh lord. I'm gonna... Oh my god. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. Okay, let me see. Bruh. Bruh, indeed. I also would like to take a 5-minute recess before I go crazy. Wasn't Miles a kid when it happened? Yeah, he said like... He says it like he threw the gun and Dad accidentally shot his father. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. Talk about waste of effort. I'm gonna kill Miles. Please, Miles, I'm gonna go crazy. Good thing is I have food now. So I'm not gonna kill him just yet. I need to eat. If you hear me crunching, it's me eating my food. Also, guys, don't forget to have dinner as well. Don't be like me. I have Pitya right now. December 28, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. I'm sorry, right? You're sorry now? I just wasted all of your effort. You think? Mr. Edgeworth. Meanwhile, I'm here eating breakfast. Such is the world. What are you eating for breakfast? I'm eating Pitya at the moment. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad? Laughing Googles who the true murderer is. I didn't want to believe it myself, detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. I am so stressed. And my dog is yelling. That's how much she also disagrees. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. I swear. This is crazy! Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. A rubber room full of rats. And rats made me crazy. Just crazy! Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. A rubber room full of rats. And that makes me crazy. Not gonna lie, it's sort of obvious. Huh? Nick? What are you doing? Huh? Oh. I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case? For what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. Yeah, boy, let's go! What are you talking about, pal? You just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. Just sense of who's most suspicious. prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. I need to eat so I can get all my brain power to finish this trial. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. But let's begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objection? No, Your Honor. One Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Wait, my cat is under my... Wait, give me a... Miles Edgeworth, I am a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth. Okay. Just checking my live is still alive. 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Fun fact. Miles' fuchsia coat changes hue just slightly in each game he appeared in. Maybe they don't have a color palette. Is this correct? This is the one I'm more familiar with. It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edward was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key. But only if I can get it to work. Please, please. If you hear my cat meowing, it's because she wants my food. And no, she will not get my food. The DL6 incident. Oh shit. Okay, oh, okay. Save. Alright. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in an elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream? We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in that elevator ran out, and I lost my memory to the events. Bah, the same claim Mr. Yogi made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Okay. That doesn't make any sense. I haven't played this game since a year ago. That was a pretty long testimony. Yep, and I'm eating to gain brain power. So basically, like, what happened was him, Yanni Yogi. I'm used to testimonies being like 5 statements long, right? Either 5 or less, right? It was like him, Yanni Yogi, and his dad in the car. I mean, in the elevator. There was an earthquake, so they're trapped in the elevator. And because, you know, they're slowly running out of oxygen, right? Because there's like 3 of them. Because it was like it was quite long before they recovered everybody. And Yogi was panicking. And Dad's trying to calm down, but they ended up arguing. And like, Yanni Yogi, like, ended up like, you know, kind of like shaky. Well, they started physical, and like Miles wanted to defend his dad, so he threw the gun at him. Not sure, he doesn't know if it's a gun from evidence or it's gun from like the bailiff himself, so he just threw it. and he's assuming that because he threw it, like the gun went off, and that shot his dad dead. His dad died from a gunshot. By the way, if you play Hive Swap in episode 2, there's literally an Ace Attorney case because someone stole a slutty fanfic. Lamau. I never played Hive Swap, but I know what it is. Let's use our brain power. Okay. Single gunshot and a scream. The gun fired once? Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, it echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream. The scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. To this day? Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live. There it is! One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence. I don't know what it means. I'd better find out, and quick. Okay, so it's the scream. I think his dad died probably immediately, right? I'm gonna assume that. Check. Let's see, victim. The murder weapon was fired twice. Oh, the murder weapon was fired twice.
Objection!
Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm quite sure of that. I heard the shot and a scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony.
Objection!
You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Oh wait, I have to check. I forgot. Victim case, right? Victim data. I always hate it when the game is being intensely vague. Wow. I mean, that's kind of on purpose, to be honest, so... Or we wouldn't have a game. Look at the victim data in this file. It says quite plainly, the murder weapon was fired twice. Also, like, remember that all the DL6 files were missing? Because Von Karma stole all of it. So, like, I think he assumed that we didn't have a thick folder about DL6 because we took it from the day before, I believe. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? Was there, perhaps, another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. Even without spoilering, it's so obvious as a murderer. Yeah, but I want to see the downfall anyway. What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case? Let's see. 1 bullet powder in the heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. Okay. Found in the victim's body. So bears realistic marking. It could be this one. Oh yeah, there are 2 shots fired that day. Yes. Posture check. Oof. Posture. Okay. I have stretched. Stretch. Okay. Your Honor, I will be able to show you your proof. What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident? I think we can give the photo.
Take that!
Look at this photograph. Because one shot Gregory, but there's like another gun to outside, right? This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired? Where? Your Honor, please get a clue. The music died equals right answer. Exactly.
Take that!
It should be obvious. The contradiction is here. I see. A bullet hole in the door. When I played, I always thought that the hole in the window meant Gregory shot from outside the elevator. No. The thing is here. Oh wait, no, this is Gord. Where's the photo? This one. This is an internal. This is in to out because the pattern, the bullet pattern here, like the spike with the one little spikes, is seen on the inside. If it was from outside, the little spike things would be seen outside. I think. I don't know. At least that's what shows have taught me. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Is that how it works? I think so. Like, you usually see the fragments inside if it's like shot from outside and so on. But they didn't see that, so. And I'm pretty sure if they did see that, then they would not assume Yanni to be the person who shot him. Yet there's also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Or it could be like that. I don't know. I could be wrong, to be honest. Or, order! Mr. Wright, where are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart, the other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after a shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course.
Objection!
Uh-oh. I wonder what he's gonna say next. I knew I should have stepped in before your fine wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright. Look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. The case summary? That's on page 1. Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole. In the wall. Okay, sir. All right. Order. I will have order. Miles, the one who should the elevator door. He's not even conscious enough to focus. Exactly. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. Unless he fires the same bullet twice. I'm pretty sure he's not alive and I think he lost conscious after the first one, right? As Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. That was a joke, lol. I know. So all we have is the single bullet fire. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense claim. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. Gah! How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick? If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No, but you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was just so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it'd be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick? Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention. Yes, I did. Oh no, he's accepted the guilt. Very well. That statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Maya is a top-tier assistant to keep Phoenix straight in the court. She keeps saying that she's useless when she's done so much, actually. Right now, indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I have an objection. I have an objection, but how do I prove it? How do I prove that he was there? I'm trying to think. Oh. I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There's so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Right?
Objection!
Your Honor! I object. Come on, Phoenix, keep yourself together. Oh, I'm gonna... Oof. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object, her? Oh, Nick? I don't know. His case is perfect. Phoenix needs to phone a friend. A very dead friend. Mia, come on. Come through. It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist? But where? Someone took it. It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet. It existed. What? We've just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer! The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet. Why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? Hidden and needed! That scream! Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't gotten a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Bah! The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Had to take it. Had to take it? The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. They trapped me in a rubber room full of rats, and rats made me crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to take that bullet. That clue! That's a giant-ass clue! Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean? Well, for instance what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer? The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery, right? Bingo. Right there. You know? And that was the moment we realized, wait a second, I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. So at this time of the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime? Yes, I guess that's how it worked. Yes. Mas, Edgeworth, and Yana Yogi were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside. Yes. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. I couldn't figure that out when I first played. The pistol discharges, and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then, the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Mr. Wright, you truly are the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. Thank God the game straight up tells you what to think. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot possibly deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick? Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a rubber room full of rats. And rats make me crazy. Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow! It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecution. What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh man! Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you haven't indicated the possibility that the murder came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Oh lord. Oh boy, here we go. We're going all in. Uh-oh. Should I come out and say now? Say now! Yes! Your Honor? You're gambling, baby! There's a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? But my hands are shaking. But what? Von Karma! Let's burn the midnight field to get Von Karma's ass to jail! Von Karma? My favorite OST? You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there? Bah. You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident. Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Right? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Nick? Let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Grr, nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? That means the bullet is still on his shoulder. And we have a secret weapon. Let's get him. That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leave an evidence trail. So then I asked, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Is that even possible for all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. Ah, bitch is sweating! Sweaty! He deserves it. I do not care. I'm gonna take my spoon of food for victory. You taste that? The sweet taste of victory. I refuse. You refuse? And refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside of you? Order! 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 Sweaty old bastard. Yes! Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy.
Objection!
The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough! I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Heck, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. We are beating his ass into retirement. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma? You! It was you! I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet inside my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? Oh, this guy. I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. I'm gonna kill this guy. I do not care anymore. But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course he can. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. His career is over. I am beating his ass into retirement. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? Why is this taking so long? It is a courtroom drama. You were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to a DL6 incident. And here's my final proof.
Take that!
That's a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? You may recall the term. It came up with the first trial 2 days ago. Burn this motherfucking career! Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, we can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We can analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings match, we would know that both bullets have been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then, we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Help! I can't breathe. Quiet, I said breathe. Stop breathing my air! Stop breathing my air! Get away! Get away from my father! Bang! Oh my god, my throat hurts. The freaking reaction, yes! It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. Oh shit. Mr. Von Karma? Only you would dare defy me! So, it was you! You and your father are my curse! Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record! And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade! I'll bury you! I'll bury you with my bare hands! Death! Death! Oh my god. 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth! It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain! Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. Jesus. It's so cool being able to get more background on the specific case investigation too. Yeah, I really like investigations too. It's my personal favorite. I knew that it was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Who would have thought? Another man who would have come to open that elevator door? Judge! What? What are you doing? Do your job! Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. If you haven't seen the live action, they did Bon Karma's the actor who did Bon Karma's breakdown was so good. I still remember like how he broke down. It was really satisfying. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. I'll show it after this. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor? You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Yeah! We finally ended the nightmare. Oh my god. Woo! Yeah! Okay. That is all. This court is adjourned. We did it, y'all! We did it. All of you with me as well. My stinky pies accompanied me well. Okay, let me... Nick! We did it! Always satisfying to see the conclusion of this case, right? Oh, no. Did you see his face? Bon Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it. I know, and I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right? Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try thank you. I see. Thank you, right? You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry. I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. I actually kind of like their squabbling of Edgeworth and Maya. I wish I got to see more of it. I don't think we see it a lot. It's kind of funny. But we do have someone special on Edgeworth's side in investigations. She's got you there. Woo! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my family ran down a bit this month. But who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth? You should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Ooh! He's trying, okay? Get settled with those unnecessary feelings, Edgeworth. I feel foolish. Don't worry, take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth so unguarded. Hey, y'all! Lotta! Yeah, we're great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth. Congrats. Thank y'all very much. Thank y'all. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You would stick your head in the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta? Who, me? Aw, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Edgeworth, please never do that again. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why are you sad faced, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Beyonce. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says street, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. right? Yeah? What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh, what a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. 38 exactly? Nick? Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? 38? No. No! Larry, it was you! What are you surprised about, right? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day, 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. Really, Larry? Really? I never was good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you didn't. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may have known this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the bugs. I know. Really, right? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh? I mean, to be fair, we also gotta thank Larry because we would have been a defense attorney for it. Edgeworth? You should have told me! Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. The death sentence for both of you. Man, if I only had known, I'd become a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Wait. Want to switch right? Want to switch right? Hey y'all, line up, I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go! And after that, dinner on me. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. December 29th, 5:02 a.m. Right in Cola offices. Who is alive at 5:02 a.m.? Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Hi, Fro. Huh? It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. How's the game so far? Well, we finished the trial. Goodbye? What time is it? Gah! The first trains for the mountains have left. To the station. I guess I'm too late. Hey! No more demo game? This is a full game. Will we have a demo? We won't have a demo for this week. We'll try new demos next week. Nick! Maya! So, you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
Hold it!
Wait! What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On that last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at that very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Glossbury, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Wait, we gotta save this, because this is one of those... We gotta pick the right item. I know what the right item is. It's just like I just want to save anyway. Because I'm nervous I get it wrong. Evidence? Here it is.
Take that!
A bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me. Nick! Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay, I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. Oh. Aww. Thanks, Nick. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters. Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Objection!
And we ended Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I think. Gumshoe. Hey, pal. Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a Happy New Year. Aw, talk about a pleasant surprise. Ooh, Detective Gumshoe. Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Huh? Nick? Nah, haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you'd call a cheap date. Huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii now, yeah. Tsundere. Indeed he is. Indeed he is, folks. Who? Right? Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. Right, Vane. Right. We're grateful. Phoenix Wright? Ah, the defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit for, yes. Oh, you should know. I've taken over management of the Rainwater Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by. Oh, it's you. Phoenix Wright. Ah, yes. Mia's understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. I am loving this ending song. It is an ending song. Oh my god. Phoenix Wright? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. Can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Did you know they're finally putting on a Hammers in one of the box sets and not that I know DVD or they throw the everything these how am I supposed to get it all straight anyhow? I'm pleased to announce that the Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe that Mr. Phoenix, right? A great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye until the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know. That old lady is always an oddball, not gonna lie. Yeah, but she's like funny. She's a funny girl. I like her.
Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit but didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She said she can't buy them where she is. What kind of a place she living at anyway? Right? Who's that? Wanna talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright. But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day. And I saw her. The one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ugh, what a dog. It was kind of a shock for a boy of my tender age. Why you gotta be so mean, bruh? Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. Huh, me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know, that picture I took of everyone. Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real! Now that's talent! I'm gonna be famous! Aww, it's a picture of everyone! Mia! Okay, let me save this. Okay, nice. Aww! I'll put like a little picture of me at the bottom and then I'll like... Oh! See, there's a DLC. A brand new episode has been added. Lads, the first game is not over. It's fucking Blue Badger. This nightmare of a... Okay. Saving content. Yes. We're saving because I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry. Oh my god. Almost like... Okay. 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 Stop! 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 No! Wait, let me exit it. Let me exit. No spoilers. Yay! We did it! 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 Wait. I was gonna show you guys the... I forgot. Give me a moment. Is sending link okay? Sending link of what? Well, round 2. Stop! No. What link? It depends on what link you want to send. No, I am tired enough for round 2. Please, my throat hurts. I want to show you the breakdown of like, what's it called? What's his name? One Karma in the movie. It's really good. I really like, I really loved watching it for some reason. I don't know. Movie. I don't know if it's available. Let me find it. Also, I really recommend, if you guys haven't watched the live action, it is so funny. Face Attorney fan art. Basically, a teacher scolding. Oh yeah, go ahead. I love the Phoenix Wright live action. I'm not gonna lie, because it's just too funny. It's like, they remade it really well. I'm not gonna lie, they made it really well. Okay, let me see. When you realize your great-grandfather. Wait, let me grab it. Let me screen share as well. Because I'm a little silly like that. I forgot to screen share. Game capture. Okay. Me. I was looking for it, but I couldn't find it. Oh, that is too long. Oh, my bad. Yep. This one. Phoenix. Yeah, I'd like to have a word. Oh, it's his ancestor. Look, I understand your instant. A word, huh? Phew, at least that's over now. Honestly, right? You should listen to his advice. Whoa, check this guy, Nick. Maya, how did he even find this all? He looks cool. I'm gonna channel him. Apologies, Mr. Asogi. It appears Wright ran off before you got a chance to speak to him. I like how he has a little angry. He got a little like angry fist on him. Wait, I need to look for. This is also funny. This is probably also my favorite. It's so funny for some reason. Just so you guys know how silly it is. And I love the concept. I love the concept of them like bringing up the evidence, not even by showing it by paper. Okay, that's a cat ad. Okay, but it's like they kind of like smack the table, and then the evidence comes up in the movie. That is so funny to me. Like the way they show it is so funny. Oh, this is hilarious. I'm about to be hilarious. This dumb.
弁護人の異議を却下します。
あれは
Also, this is a Christmas case, so don't worry.
25日の0時ちょっと過ぎのことでした。
No spoilers here.
お願いします。
I actually like that they reenacted the
通報
scenes.
したすぐ後にボートが帰ってきて、うちの窓の前をお兄さんが歩って行きました。そこのひらひらの人です。はい。
あの晩は霧が濃かったはずです。本当に被告人だったと断言できますか？
はい。確かにそのひらひらの人でしたね。あ、そうそう。
Look at the characters in the background. That is so funny.
ひらひらさせながら言ってました。まさか人を撃ってしまうとはって。はい。
異議あり。私はそんなこと言っていない。それに私はそこまでヒラヒラしていない。
静粛に。
I'm sorry. I have a humor of a chicken running, but the way they all like fell over in unison and someone say, "Hey, it's fluttering," is so funny to me in the movie. I love it. The movie is so camp. It is so camp. I absolutely love it. Another addition is that the gumshoe in the movie is really good looking. I don't know why. I don't know why they made him very good looking. I'll look for the gumshoe Ace Attorney live action movie. He's really good looking for some reason. I don't know why. Here he is. Sir? Is it a Netflix adaptation? No. It's a really old one. It's I don't know. It's directly from the Japanese producer. I think he has experience making movies before. This is probably my favorite adaptation to a movie, because it's kind of supposed to be like silly, like 2000s. Yeah, very much 2000s. There's so many good moments there. And this is like the movie that also made me cry, because there was a cutscene that kind of like showed the consequences of Yanni's reputation in society. It was so sad. It's so sad to look. There's so many Phoenix Wright. His breakdown, Gordy fluttering. This one's also funny, I'm not gonna lie. So many. I really, really recommend you guys to watch the movie, because it's just like fun. It's campy is what I will explain it. This one's also like another example. I think he like smacks the table too. I don't know if they show it here. Gumshoe is so good looking. I can't do this, man. That is, I don't know, huh? Like I don't know why they did it, but they kind of like smacked and then like pull up. They kind of like a whole video like simulation. I think it's a funny interpretation of how we show the evidence, but it's like that's what I said when I said it looks so camp. It's just so silly, but they have really good moments. Like it's not meant to be taken super duper seriously, but it's like also there are moments that are like, oh yeah, we have to remember this is a crime drama movie. So it's really much my favorite like game adaptation movie. Cause it is, I don't know, anything Ace Attorney adapted, they kind of already understand the balance between the comedy as well as like the seriousness. So I recommend you checking out all the other adaptations. I think they also have a stage adaptation where for some reason Gumshoe breakdances. I have no idea why. Wait, I have to look for it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna talk about the silliness of breakdance of like Ace Attorney adaptations. I don't know why he breakdances, by the way. It's so funny. That just break for no reason. Oh my. That's always a riot. Like, look, he's doing it again. Oh my god. Whoa, oh, yeah! Whoa! Kozubaka runs. Eats the banana for the... Oh my god. I'm sorry, I just love looking at him breakdance for no absolute reason. This ongoing joke of him breakdancing if he falls. Absolutely. Look at him just standing there. Like, he doesn't just what? Oh god. The musical too. I'm sorry it's so blurry. It's the old like adaptation. Oh my god, look at him. He's now this one's a musical for no reason why he's breakdancing. Breakdances epically. Yeah, you go, Gumshoe. You go. You go, my boy. I have no idea what you should see like the musical for Ace Attorney because they have really weird stories and like there's just really weird stories and plot lines and it's just so funny. I think like in one plotline, Edgeworth has to go out on a date with like a female witness or a female like suspect, and it's chaotic because like Phoenix and Larry are like looking at like, is he on a date? Is he on a date? This reminds me of 100 stage adaptation that broke the fourth wall. There's another one. I think it's the one where Phoenix is carried by like a lot of miles, a lot of Edgeworth carry. I don't know. I don't know if I can find it because that one's also like a fever dream kind of thing. Just play. A lot of these are like fever dream moments. Yeah. What is this? Oh, that's parallel. Oh no! This one's a spoiler for the second one, I think. But yeah, it's just chaotic. It's just chaotic. I love it. I'm sorry. There's so many moments. I don't know. I just love Ace Attorney. I love you, Ace Attorney. It's just silly and but like serious at the same time. I love you. Mwah, 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 mwah. Okay. Any Phoenix and Moss interactions never letting go of the lover's allegation? Unfortunately not. I think there's the one where Edgeworth goes on a date and they're just like, wait. I don't know if I can find it though. Yeah, it's this one. It's so, oh my god. They're just, this is so silly. What is this? Okay, I before I go crazy, I think we're just gonna end the stream. So, oh my god. Thank you so much for coming, guys. This was really fun. We finally finished the first main plot line of the game, and now we have the one DLC case left for the first game. Do not worry, do not be sad. We will be playing the second and the third game. But for now, we're just gonna rest because we totally deserve the rest after fighting fucking Von Karma and ending his goddamn ass into retirement. And I think we deserve the rest. Okay? So I'm gonna see you guys next week on Twitch. Tomorrow, Friday and Saturday, I'll be next door. I will be playing Wolfstride tomorrow. I know nothing about Wolfstride. I only bought it because it looked nice. It looked fun. What was I gonna say? Oh, so don't spoil me anything about Wolfstride because I really have no idea what's going on. I just saw that it looked cute. Like it looked like a fighting game. It looked fun. Okay? And then for Friday, I will have a Gartic phone collab with from my other friends. And on Saturday, I'll be playing Dead by Daylight. I've never played Dead by Daylight. This is literally, well, I did, but it's like months, years, maybe last year, once. So it's the same as never playing it at all. So I'm gonna see you guys. I upload my schedule on Twitch every Sunday or Monday. So if you guys are curious when my schedule is on Twitch, you guys can check on Sunday or Monday. And if you want to see my entire schedules, I usually post them on my Twitter. My Twitter is in my panel, as well as my other social media. So please check them out, okay? Thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you, yeah, well, I'll call you Cal. Thank you, Cal, for resubscribing. Thank you, Dum for following. I truly appreciate it. Okay, take care, everyone. Otsupai!